KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adahi Itano program. Apply at matson.com. New Jeep Gladiators receive 20% off now at Cars Plus. Named the best vehicle for adventure in 2024. Get your Jeep Gladiator today at Cars Plus. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime. A man is dead after his body is found in the middle of a dark street in Talofofo, the investigation leaving a southern neighborhood shaken.
Continuing team coverage, who was that man found dead and what led to his death? KUAM confirming police have a suspect in custody. I'm Mitsuki Hirayama with the details.
The work for continuing healing of the more than 200 victims, that should always be at the forefront.
The Diocese of Chalon-Canoa and the Anamized Bishop Ryan Jimenez is Guam's next Archbishop. I'm Tomas Manglonia with the full story coming up.
Happening and good evening. Welcome to KUAM News Primetime. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz. Thank you so much for starting your week off with us.
That's an early morning nightmare for those living in a rather quiet part of Talofofo.
Residents waking up to an active crime scene in their neighborhood over the weekend.
Investigators focused on the body of a local man left in the street. A startling early morning for dozens living on Chalanmata Street in Talofofo.
And then I noticed the police officer over here, and then I looked out, and then I noticed the yellow tape. Yeah, and then that's when I felt something was up. Yeah.
Michael Angshuk says he woke up Saturday morning to find Guam police officers steps away from his front door. Investigators asking him if he heard gunfire just before 4 a.m.
Well, just from the questioning itself, you already know that there's probably a homicide that happened. But
photos of the scene quickly circulated online, a body captured underneath a white sheet in the middle of the road. Another resident did hear what sounded like a gun going off.
What woke me up was a sound like an impact of a car. My son and my daughter-in-law heard like a bang, like a gunshot.
But the man's death remains a mystery. Police remain tight-lipped on the investigation. For now, neighbors here were in shock and fearful over what happened so close to their homes.
Scary. I didn't know how to respond. I woke up my son, get up. There's a lot of police cars out there and fled. I started shaking because we've never had that encounterment in this area. Our neighborhood here has always been so quiet.
A quiet neighborhood now disturbed as police piece together what really happened.
I was shocked. I was shocked to see an actual body in the roads. It's crazy. It's crazy. Guam is getting so crazy. And this area is really quiet.
And as questions linger over the shocking discovery of a man found dead in the middle of the road, law enforcement executing a quiet manhunt this weekend for a suspect wanted in connection.
KUAM has learned that suspect is now in police custody. Mitsuki Hirayama continues our team coverage.
New details into the death investigation that shocked the Southern Village community. KUAM confirming the man found dead in the middle of Chalanmata Street is 48-year-old Joshua Joseph Chargloff Taidagui. He is the son of former Nalahan Mayor Franklin Taidagui Sr. In the moments after his body was found, a gruesome video captured at the scene made its rounds on social media. While the Guam Police Department have yet to confirm if they suspect foul play, sources telling KUAM police took a suspect into custody Monday morning. Law enforcement executed a quiet manhunt for 53-year-old David Kichichu Nkanko Jr., a wanted person flyer circulating only among law enforcement. The flyer stating Nkanko was wanted in connection to the death investigation, an armed robbery, and a car theft. No charges were filed against Nkanko as of news time. KUAM also obtained this photo of what we are told is a victim's stolen car that police found ditched in Dededo. The car appearing to have a bullet hole in the driver's side's windshield. As KUAM reported, a witness reported hearing gunshots before the body was discovered. No word on a possible motive. Authorities have also yet to confirm if the death investigation has shifted into a murder investigation. Meantime, KUAM records show Uncanco is no stranger to violent crime. Most recently in April, he was arrested for stealing tens of thousands of dollars worth in jewelry and gold while on probation for a 2013 federal case where he admitted to stealing a bank money bag and robbing a Jigo store at gunpoint. He was also arrested last year for shooting a relative in the arm on New Year's Eve. Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.
The 17-year-old boy arrested in connection to a deadly car crash in Hagåtña was indicted by a grand jury in the Superior Court of Guam. John Apollonio is being charged as an adult for vehicular homicide while driving impaired, and vehicular negligence. Police say Apollonio was driving drunk when he crashed a car along West O'Brien Drive on June 12th, the crash killing one of his passengers. Investigators say he was going at least 75 miles per hour. Apollonio is scheduled to answer to the indictment on July 11th.
An admitted drug dealer gets 8 months in federal prison. Defendant Christian Cundiff sentenced before Chief Judge Francis Tedinko Gaywood in the District Court of Guam. Cundiff has since pleaded guilty to distribution of meth. He was ordered to self-surrender to U.S. Marshal Service in Arizona. He will also serve 2 years of supervised release once he gets out. Now, as KUAM reported, Cundiff was caught selling drugs with co-defendant Jesse Pareto between July of 2018 and May of 2019. The investigation showing he sold 3.5 grams of meth to someone at a home in Hagåtña in October of 2018. During a search of his home, authorities found nearly $4,000 in cash, cut straws, baggies, and a digital scales. Diocese of Chalancanoa Bishop Ryan Jimenez will be Guam's next Archbishop.
KUAM spoke with Jimenez on Saipan Sunday after Pope Francis announced his appointment. Regional correspondent Tomas Manguatnia reports.
Over the weekend, Pope Francis appointed Bishop Ryan Jimenez from the Diocese of Chalancanoa in the NMI as the next Archbishop of Hagåtña starting August 15. Jimenez shared this message with Guam Catholics in his first interview after the announcement.
The Church of the Archdiocese of Hagåtña has been through a lot. It's always good to remind myself on the context, the kind of church where I will be assigned, that the work for continuing healing of the more than 200 victims, that should always be at the forefront, and how the church should be accountable, and the mistakes of the church, how we can now really enhance our child protection policies, our safeguarding policies, and all of that. But equally important than that is the work of evangelization, that as a church, we're in the business of proclaiming God's word.
Father Romeo Convocar has served as the Archdiocese of Hagåtña Apostolic Administrator since March 2023, following the resignation of Archbishop Michael Burns due to health reasons. Convocar said, "Finally, our prayers asking God for a Guam shepherd are answered." Jimenez first came to the CNMI as a migrant worker in 1995 and taught at Escuela in San Francisco de Borja on Rhoda. He was ordained to the priesthood in 2003. In 2010, he was appointed Apostolic Administrator of Chalancanoa, and in 2016 as its second bishop. His appointment has many wondering where that leaves the NMI.
Either Rome would appoint an apostolic administrator. If not, the College of Consultors, composed of priests in our diocese, would elect a diocesan administrator. And then the process would begin, which, as I've experienced before I was elected here, it took us 6 years. So we don't know how long, but there will be a process.
Tomas Manglona, KUAM News, Saipan.
Week 2 of senators back on session floor. Among the talks, a measure to fund a Chamoru shrine in Tamuning.
Plus, the Navy gets ready to join in on an annual exercise set to begin next week. Citadel Pacific 2024 ensures that naval security forces are prepared to respond to any threats.
Get ready to soak up the savings this summer at Kmart. Since 1995, Kmart has been the ultimate summer destination for everything you need. From groceries to outdoor living to everyday fashions for the family, we've been there for you. 24 hours a day. Kmart is committed to saving you time and money by offering big international and American brands you know, at prices incredibly low. Whether you're finding the perfect shade for that summer glow in our beauty care aisles, firing up your summer cookouts from top brands like Weber and Kenmore, or gearing up for those outdoor camping and beach adventures, Kmart's your one-stop shop for an active, fun-filled summer. So, join the fun and soak up the savings. You'll find everything you need and more, only at Kmart, the ultimate shopping destination in Guam, where savings, quality, and summer fun meet under one roof. Kmart, your 24-hour superstore.
The innovation you've been waiting for is here. Built on the 16X Cheez-It platform, it's the first flavor matrix stable enough to make a Cheez-It tostada possible, and cheesy enough to power the Crunch Wrap. Because if you want to change the world, you have to bring something big to the table. Think big.
Hey fam, this is Brandon the Truth Vera here at Mount Carmel down in Agate, Guam, letting you know for the school year 2024-2025, Mount Carmel is starting a brand new program. Full martial arts, required part of the curriculum every single day. Me of all people, I understand that it takes a team to make this happen. Man, sometimes a village. We have the all-star team coming in. Professor DJ Action Jackson, Professor Dorian Price. They are coming to Guam. They are coming to Mount Carmel to help make sure that the Alliance Training Center Academy program is running on all cylinders. Come on down, sign up, let's train.
Register your child today.
KUAM is your Decision 2024 source for all your election coverage, and we've got another round of senatorial candidates ready to take your questions.
5 senatorial candidates are confirmed to appear on the Hub this Wednesday. On the Republican ticket, we have newcomer Sabrina Salas Mantanani, former Senator Tony Atta, and incumbent Frank Blas Jr. Under the Democratic ticket, newcomer David Crisostomo and incumbent Therese Terlahi. The episode of The Hub airs this Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. on KUAM TV8 following primetime. You can also watch our interviews with the other mayoral and senatorial candidates right now on KUAM News YouTube channel.
An effort hoping to make good on an over 30-year-old promise to our Chamoru ancestors. Lawmakers back in session today discussing a bill to let those who came before us rest in peace.
A renewed effort to fulfill a decades-old promise to our ancestors. That's what Vice Speaker and author of Bill 264 had to say on her legislation seeking to fund the construction of the Chamoru National Shrine, or the Naftan Manyaynata Shrine, a final resting place for disturbed ancestral remains.
The Guam legislature made a solemn promise that our ancestors who were dug up from the sites of their eternal rest, we promised that we would restore the honor and the dignity they are due.
The measure follows a 32-year-old promise for a memorial site by lawmakers in 1992 and another push by the legislature in 2016, identifying the shrine to be built at the Tumuning Cliff Line above the Hilton Resort and Spa. Meanwhile, ancestral remains returned by the Bishop Museum in Hawaii in the 1990s, part of the Hans Horn Bostel collection, wait in acid-free boxes in a temporary repository for the Department of Chamorro Affairs. GCA President Melvin Wanpat Borja.
This is not the appropriate treatment for our ancestors. They are being cared for as as dignified a manner as possible, but this is just not how we respect our dead.
Meantime, the shrine designed by the late architect Andrew Laguatnia was initially estimated to cost upwards of $2 million to construct. Patrick Lujan is with the Guam State Historic Preservation Office.
What we had thought of $5 million as something as a ceiling and something of a comfort zone, Now might be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but nevertheless, we're going to work diligently and try to make it as efficient as possible within the confines of the design and what we're here for. And whatever we don't spend will go back into the coffers of our people.
Bill 264 seeks to appropriate $5 million from FY24 general fund revenues collected in excess to the Department of Parks and Recreation to construct the shrine. The total footprint of the project is estimated around more than 5 acres. Lawmakers continue to discuss that matter in session.
Discussions on school break-ins, a temporary home for the Sharks, and more are on pause until further notice as Tuesday's oversight hearing for the Guam Department of Education is canceled. The agenda follows a series of break-ins to several GDOE school campuses this summer. It also comes off the heels of GDOE Superintendent Dr. Kenneth Swanson's announcement of 2 options for a temporary school for Simon Mauer. School consolidation and closure. A new date for GDOE's oversight hearing with the legislature has not yet been set.
Increased military presence is expected in our area.
KUAM intern Katie Azon joins us with the details.
If you live or work around Naval Base Guam, this story is for you. In 1 week from today, you will be hearing alarms go off in the distance, but the Navy telling the community, don't be alarmed. The public is asked to stay calm as the sound is only the Navy participating in their annual exercise, Citadel Pacific 2024. Now, Citadel Pacific includes a series of realistic drills intended to prepare on-base security personnel to combat any threats. This includes threats they may encounter, such as active shooters and improvised explosive attacks. Officials say that these scenarios are so realistic that they incorporate gate closures, live fires, use of blank ammo, and even real-time public emergency announcements using the Navy's general voice system. They say a sense of realism is crucial for security personnel as it gives them the opportunity to accurately assess areas of improvement to maintain base security. Security is something that the military says they take seriously. The exercise is set to take place from July 15th through the 19th. Katie Azon reporting for KUAM News.
Head of the Class of 2024 is proudly presented by Office Smart. For all your craft and supply needs, visit them at the Star Building in Upper Tumon today.
Now to our latest Head of the Class feature.
We head to St. John's School.
Hey guys, I'm Tayo Tagami, the valedictorian of the St. John's School Class of 2024. So the highlights of my high school life would definitely be the summers. Over the summer, I was able to go to one of these Korean science fairs, international science fairs, and it was super fun. I was able to go with my friend and my science teacher, and it was just a really great experience to be able to do that through St. John's School. It was definitely a new, kind of uncomfortable, but also super exciting experience that challenged me and put me onto this new stage where I could try out a bunch of new things, try and get some awards, and I think it really benefited me. I definitely want to say thank you to Miss Lee, my math teacher, for helping me out with basically everything throughout my high school life. And I was able to proudly say that math is my favorite subject. And you know, Miss Lee was the one who fostered that kind of excitement and love in me. So I'm super thankful for that, and I really look up to her. So now that I've graduated, my plan over the summer at least is to take a little bit of time off, relax a little bit, go back to Japan, my home, and hang out with family. But after that, I'm going to be really busy with summer programs and all that into the semester, the first semester of my college life. And once I get to college, I definitely want to pursue a lot of research, talk to professors, just enjoy life, talk to friends, you know, explore my passions a lot. And right now, I'm super passionate about computer engineering and ecology, all of this research stuff, and I'm really hoping I can take those further and use the resources at the college to really see where I can go with my passions. A message to the undergraduates: I want you guys to follow your passion, whatever that means for you, you know, throughout high school, and if you're still in middle school, like for you guys in middle school as well. For me, I was able to pursue my passion. My parents were super supportive, and I was able to really explore like what I liked in school and take those studies further. And I think that really benefited me. That's the only reason why I was able to stick with studying for so long. So I want you guys to really find what it is that you guys love, you know, whatever that means for you, and study it, you know, in the most original and undisciplined manner possible.
Hello, my name is Jacob Jackson, and I am the salutatorian of the St. John's class of 2024. So some highlights of my high school career would probably be most recently the 2024 All-Island track meet. I was able to get 2 third-place medals and then a second-place one, and my team, I was with GW, placed 3rd overall for the boys, so I was very happy about that. So if I had to pick one teacher that had a large effect on my life in high school, I'd probably have to name my biology and sports science teacher, Miss McCormick. I've had her for 2 classes for the past 2 years, and since my ambition is to become a doctor, having such a good teacher for my biology class made a big difference and helped me really enjoy the subject. My plan after I graduate is I've committed to UT Dallas for my undergraduate, where I'll be majoring in neuroscience. From there, I hope to go to med school, probably also in Texas, and then become a doctor. What specialty I haven't decided yet, but I'm excited to find out. My message to underclassmen the biggest thing is don't procrastinate. You're gonna have to do your work anyway, and you'll be happier having it be done than spending your time worrying about having to do it.
While the 80th Liberation Day Queen begins her reign, the Queen's coronation ceremony was held Sunday at the Hilton Guam Resort in Tumon. This year's Queen is Leila Cabrini Delgado Espinal of Mangilao. The Royal Princess is Alea Monique Benin of Santa Rita, Sumay. Village mayors also participated in the ceremony. Congratulations to the Queen and the Royal Court. You can catch them along the parade route in Hagåtña on July 21st, Liberation Day.
Now for a look at your world at home.
Here's a view captured overlooking Talofofo Bay.
Hafa, this is Amanda Shelton. It's been my privilege to serve as your senator since 2019 to advance an agenda built on the needs and aspirations of the people of Guam by building consensus with both Democrat and Republican colleagues. Together, we've secured funding for critical programs, strengthened existing laws, and championed new legislation. We did so with recognition and respect for the many and diverse constituencies that make up our island. Today, I'm running Congress, and it's these values, skills, experience that I'll use to advocate for Guam and Washington. Everyone has ideas. Experienced legislators are both mindful and respectful of others' ideas, but experienced lawmakers also know how to build consensus and turn ideas into action. I'm ready to do the heavy lifting for our island in Congress, and I humbly ask for your vote.
Paid for by Shelton for Congress, Johnny Cole Torres, Treasurer.
Shelley Calvo, successful entrepreneur, philanthropist, proud mother and grandmother. Shelley's broad experience spans from Silicon Valley management to chairing Guam's Homeless Coalition. As our senator, Shelley will create career opportunities for our next generation, pull people out of poverty, and will vigorously protect Guam's children from predators. Shelley is equal parts passion and compassion. If bringing values and unity to the legislature is important to you, please vote Shelley Calvo for senator.
I'm Shelley Calvo, and I approve this message.
You know, life shouldn't be this hard for those who live here. I have a vision for lower prices on airfare, more affordable housing, better health care, and moving veteran services from Hawaii to Guam. I will get Guam a role in the economic expansion in the Asian Pacific, with more federal support for infrastructure, a 100% screen to stop illegal drugs, and new high-paying jobs. We can turn Guam's unique position into lasting prosperity. I'm Ginger Cruz. I approve this ad, and I humbly ask for your vote.
This is a bag. But for Steve, this bag gives him food cred. Because now everyone knows that when they have that craving, Or they're just looking for the perfect deal. Well, they just need to follow Steve.
Follow him all the way to the new McTerry Deluxe at McDonald's. It's an all-beef patty smothered with teriyaki sauce topped with lettuce and tomato on a sesame seed bun. For a limited time, price and participation may vary.
Docomo Pacific is on a mission. Whether you're a small business or a large enterprise, we believe fast internet's no longer just an option, it's a necessity. That's why we're committed to bringing fiber to everyone. As your business needs expand, we're working to bridge the digital divide by making strong, swift connections scalable to any business, ensuring you have the connectivity required and then some. Building for tomorrow's needs today. Fiber for everyone. Docomo Pacific Business.
Okay, everybody, we are just coming right off of July 4th weekend. Good to see everybody. But you know what's right around the corner too? School. And we have to get our kids prepared for the upcoming school year, especially these wonderful foster kids we have on Guam. There are more than 600 of them. So let's all work together. We at the KUAM Care Force are all in about this. Let's get these wonderful kids, our future leaders, really equipped for when they head back to class. If you want to donate your number 2 pencils, crayons, papers, binders, folders, notebooks, all the tools the kids need to be successful, please drop them off, and thank you for doing so. We're working with Kmart and Harvest House and Ohima. Thank you for all of our partners for making this happen. All right, mark your calendars because on the 27th, July is here, and happening later on this month is the Micronesian Music Festival down at Valley of the Latte in Talofofo. It is going to be awesome. Rhythm by the River. I've been telling you about this all month, and I'm going to keep doing it on Blue in the Face because this is how awesome this is. You're going to see some of Guam's top musical talent showing their God-given gift and entertaining you, and it's going to go to a good cause. Also, by the way, the word rhythm, because of the Y, that's one of those words, no matter how many times I type it, I always spell it wrong. But, you know, regardless, make sure to get your tickets and check that out. It's going to be absolutely awesome. All right, and if you're in Tinian, the MVA is inviting you to a very, very worthwhile event, July 26th and 27th, Beer, Beef, and Bands. That's all you need to know. It's happening up in Tinian at the Fiesta Grounds. All right, that is what's happening. Make plans, be there.
Now time for your birthday wishes.
Here's your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shout-out submitted on KUAM.com.
Happy birthday to Tavia Underwood, celebrating birthday number 18 this year. We love you, says your family, and hope you have a wonderful day. This comes from Nina Sophia, Auntie Christine, Gus, and the family. And Malia Flores, happy birthday number 8 to our princess. We love you so much, and God bless you on your special day. This is from Mom, Dad, Kainoa, Kiyoki, Mila Marie, and the family, and they say simply and wonderfully, we love you.
Happy birthday to all of you celebrating out there. That's your primetime show. Thanks for watching. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz. Have a safe evening and stay beautiful.
Hafaday and aloha from Hawaii, where we've been reporting from the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture. Welcome to the program as we recap some of the biggest highlights from the festival.
You know, representation at FESPAC is super important because this is where you share about who we are and what we are. And we cannot miss this because this is where things are new, some things are beginning. Youth ambassadors are here. We brought 6 youths of dancers which are going to have that exposure. It's the first time we did a souvenir book on FESPAC. We're going to share that with the 28 countries that are here. And so, we're just excited to tell the world who we are. And what makes this more special is because it's the first time it's held in the United States. We are a U.S. territory. We cannot not come. We are a U.S. territory. We must participate.
It's one way for us to promote and perpetuate our culture, our beautiful dances that our kids that we have, that our teachers have handed down to our students. It's always nice to go out and meet other culture in the Pacific, and what better way together, everybody on both Chamoru and the Caribbean come together and promote cinema.
Well, it's important to be here as an artist because there's a lot of things that connect us to all the Pacific Island nations, whether for carving, sailing, arts. So there's so many different ways to connect the Pacific island nation together, and this is one of the events that you see different type of styles from different countries around the Pacific.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
The Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture is the world's largest celebration of Indigenous Pacific Islanders. We got to see over 20 participating nations under one roof as they gathered at the festival village in Hawaii.
Show off. Just joke.
Representing the Commonwealth of the Northern Marianas Island.
Is this your first Festback?
Yes.
What do you think about it so far?
It's too crowded. Sorry. It's too crowded, but I love it. I love meeting new nations. I love meeting the Pacific families around the globe. And I love it. I'm starting to love it now.
This is really moving. It's great to connect with all the different islands and cultures, and what's really fun and really empowering is to celebrate what we share. And I thought the performances last night, and more importantly their speeches or their gifts and their descriptions of why they are here, were really very moving, and it was just great to celebrate that we are together, and a lot of them pointed that out, so I was very happy about that. They pointed out that we're together here in unity for, preservation, for celebration, for really living our culture, and then they brought up issues that their countries are facing, and I thought that was very important, and it made us all remember. We were all reminded of each different country's issues, and that many of them we share together, such as climate change, which is the theme of this whole Festpack, and very appropriately. So I hope that this will also motivate all of us to joint action to take care of each other, and that's what I think it is going to do.
I think my reflection would be that it's just a lot of energy coming together, a lot of people from different islands bringing their culture, bringing their ancestors, and coming to Hawaii where, there's so many more people and a lot more ancestors. So in a way, it kind of feels like we're all coming together and, celebrating one another. It's very powerful. There's been a few times where I've kind of teared up a little bit, yeah. Especially seeing all the dances and just seeing how much work that the different cultures put into their performances and their presentations. It's really amazing.
We'll have more from the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture right after this.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist. Over 20 years of experience.
Guam is truly a majestic place with its sheer natural beauty, wealth of beaches, and culturally rich landscape. Unfortunately, Guam has a real problem with unwanted invasive species. Help us in preventing their introduction and spread. The coconut rhinoceros beetle, the little fire ant, the African snail, Siam weed. These are just a few of the numerous invasives on Guam. Follow proper custom procedures when bringing plants and animals into Guam.
Help protect Guam. Tell your family and friends about invasive species.
To report invasive species, call 475-PEST.
Welcome back to our special program covering the Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture in Hawaii. Now, the festivities not only brought us to many amazing places on island, it also brought us to the water. That's where community members got the chance to sail on traditional canoes.
Oh, it's an honor for me to bring Michaela over here to be part of the Festback 13. The significance about like that. It's the way I look at it. Sailing with the flying proa together. We're showing people that we're like one family. We're seafarers from Micronesia. It doesn't matter if you're like from Tuvalu or from Guam or Iap. We have the same interest, like in seafarings, and that's why I really want to do this for the young generation to learn. Keep telling your kids to participate in these kind of things, because very soon we're gonna lose it. Very soon we're gonna lose it if we don't make our kids motivate them to be part of our culture. Seafaring culture. It's everything is about culture, the way I look at it. Yeah, revive your culture, and then you're going to be all right.
I think it means a lot to all of us, but speaking on behalf of myself, I feel that we're not just representing the Pamalawan of the CNMI, but we're also representing the Marianas. We're representing Hawaii. I had so many Hawaiian ladies come and give their support, encouragement, and how much they are proud of us for being here as females. And so I really feel that we're not just a small CNMI representation, but we are representing half of the population of the earth, and a big part of that is the Pacific.
Anyone else want to share an answer to that?
I like to think that being here means sharing space with our Pacific brothers and sisters across the region. And I think it's important because when I think about how isolated each of our island nations are, it's the canoes that bring us together, and that just traces back to thousands of years ago. So having a voyaging festival at Festpac, being here and now, and even in the wake of modern day materials and not being able to use wood as we did back then, it's the idea that in this space we're connected, and we're connected to the ocean, to our land, to our ancestors. So that's what it means to me.
I mean, we wouldn't be able to do this if it weren't for so many people back home that decided to make these canoes. We wouldn't be able to do this without the Carolinians for teaching us how to sail. I see how many canoes we were able to bring from the Marianas, and it's so inspiring to see all the canoes that showed up. But I love seeing how many came from the Marianas, and it took a lot of work from a lot of different people to get us here. So I'm just super thankful.
I think I'm really thankful for everything I learned from 500 Sails,
that's what like taught me how to sail these canoes, and I really like enjoyed the Lalatsik program and all of that, and it was just an honor to be able to participate in this ceremony.
Yeah, the experience has been awesome. Kind of overwhelming a bit, you know, first time we're here at FestPac, and we definitely are glad to be here. It's been an adventure in itself. Well, we sailed some of the canoes over from the east side of the island. That was an adventure for sure. We saw a lot of unique things out there that we normally don't see back home, which entailed mostly large waves. But yeah, just to be amongst all these different canoes, the organizer was just saying that she thinks this may have been the most canoes that have been here in over 100 years at one time. Yeah, it's great to be part of the seafaring community and family of the Pacific, and to, you know, share our stories with them, and the heritage that we want to keep going. Chamoru and Rafalawash culture.
Anything else you want to share with the community watching at home? You guys are still out here for a few more days, right?
Yeah, we just ask you guys to continue to pray for us out here, and we hope everyone's safe back home. We hope we've done you proud, and we definitely look forward to seeing all of you back in Saipan Lagoon. Come out and sail with us. 500 Sails is always there for the community, and it's part of our DNA, so don't hesitate to join.
We'll have more from the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture right after this. Thanks for joining us as we continue our special program covering the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture in Hawaii. Our coverage brought us to the Bishop Museum, where we met traditional carvers and tattoo artists.
Hi, my name is Robert Taitano.
I'm representing Guam. We're over here carving a truce paddle. Every delegate has to, give one to the museum. So this is a part of my or Guam's own introduction or gift to them. So a little bit late behind, but I'll catch up. We're gonna do it. Make Guam shine.
And tell us a little bit about your family history, because you're not the first carver, and this runs in your family, no?
Oh yeah, my dad, the master, just passed 2022, so we're just reviving the culture. I'm just filling in his spot, and it's fun to represent Guam.
And your dad's name is also?
Yeah, Robert Taitano, the master. Right. Robert Taitano.
So what is it? This is not your first Festpac, or how does this feel to be part of this village? You guys are all kind of working towards the same thing here, no?
Yeah, besides the paddle gift, it's all everybody collaborating and then, all working together. Right now it's been all positive vibes ever since we got here, and that's how we like to keep it, And then, you could collaborate all your art together and learn some things too.
All right, anything else you want to let people in Guam know while you're here?
Have a good time in Hawaii.
My name is Albert Emononti. I'm representing CNMI. It's my first time here in Hawaii to join the Festpac, so it's good. I learn a lot from some different countries, so I get, I learn some more from it. Thank you.
Yeah, my name is Tyler Warwick. I'm here from the CNMI, also representing for carving. It feels great. I feel awesome being around all the carvers and learning from them, talking with them, eating with them, sleeping with them. We're staying here together also, and it's a one-of-a-kind experience, and I'm very grateful and honored to be here to represent Saipan.
And what about you? It's also your first time. How are you feeling? What's the experience like?
It's so exciting to be here, especially my first time here in Hawaii. So I've been seeing different kind of people, learning different kind of things from the other countries. So it's good. It's an opportunity for me to learn more. Thank you.
All right. And so can you tell us what you're working on? Because we saw you working on something. So yeah, just explain what you're doing.
So here we showed up and we're tasked to carve a 14-foot long steering paddle for the double hull canoe. So everybody, they gave us a pre-cut slab, a 4-inch thick slab of na'u, and then they gave us a handle, which was a 4x4 pre-cut ohia tree. So they give us the opportunity. They just let us do whatever we want to do, how we feel. We want to decorate the paddle. So basically, we're carving a 14-foot long paddle that with decorated by stuff that represent us from our islands.
And thank you so much for joining us on this special program featuring FestPac Hawaii as we follow Team Guam, CNMI, and delegates from across the Pacific at the world's